The Yug of Kali is Kali. And that's why we are waiting for Kalki. So I don't think... So my Krishna avatar is a story of Krishna, which is Vishnu, versus Kali, the demon. And how Kali is trying to manipulate Kans and Duryodhan and everything, and how Krishna is trying to win it back. It's a story that is relevant today because we are in the Yuga of Kali. And if today we don't understand the importance of Krishna avatar, we will never understand the importance of Krishna avatar. So that is my first offering, and I hope that people will find it interesting and like it as much as we like presenting it. Thank you. Yes, I think something is going on here. Is it recording or is the sound coming back? But
it's a recording being played, I think.
So having done this Krishna stories, there is what we intend to do, all of us, is have a bouquet of stories. So there's going to be stories of horror, which I'm known for. There will be stories of love. There will be stories of the victory of the human spirit. Stories that will help us get through the day. Stories that will make us imagine new things. So basically what we want to do is open a door to the world of stories and to the world of imagination. So.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatt. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Bhupesh to say a few words to the media.
I have been associated with AIRCEL since the past 3 or 4 years, and it has been a privilege because AIRCEL has always looked up to new innovations and new kind of things for the VAS products. So since they found my astrology products very unique and very radical, and they partnered me, and I am really glad to announce that I am doing phenomenal business with them. Similarly, when I was sitting with Vikram, I realized the kind of stories he is giving are again very radical and very innovative. And I thought with AIRCEL we can again do something very unique which no one has ever tried. So just exploiting his storytelling and reaching out to AIRCEL, which has been a fabulous partner for me these days. So I brought this two platforms together, and we are very privileged to have Vikram with us on board, and I feel we will do really well with this.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. I'll open the house to the media. Any questions?
Yeah, what is your target audience that you're aiming at? What percentage of it? How big is it that you're looking at?
Target audience? I think I'm hoping to have everyone who is religious, everyone who wants to be religious, and everyone who should be religious. I think that's my target audience. I am not a numbers person. That I think you should ask Mr. Vasudev. But as a storyteller, I think if you're not interested in the story of Krishna the God, then you're definitely interested in the story of Krishna the human being.
So the story is told in such a way that it could be appealing to the...
I don't know, I thought we were going to have...
Are we doing a demo?
I thought we were going to do a demo.
We can do that.
We should do a product
Why
demo.
shouldn't we do a demo?
That's the best way to kind of get people to understand what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
You say, what's AIRCEL's coverage?
Coverage in terms of
Figures
we have
throughout the country. They're talking about
pan-India. The customer base is about 75-80 million. We have villages in different parts. I mean, our population covered is about 40-odd%.
Just in terms of Mr. Bhaskar, just in terms of VAS, so what part of your top line comes from VAS and value-added services?
VAS value-added service is about 8%.
And what do you expect from this particular project to come?
I don't have a separate target for these numbers because we look at the bouquet of services and how that is working across, and obviously we expect it to cross a certain size of business before it makes sense for all of us to continue, and we'll keep that and we give it a time for about 6 months to get there. And it all depends on how the product does with the customer base. See, VAS services is all about trying out new products and services, and we don't know which ones will work, which ones will not work, and how much they will go, etc. Because it depends. Sometimes they do very well, sometimes they don't do very well. So as a business, we ensure that we keep ensuring we're launching a lot of new products. The products which do well continue, products which don't do well get replaced. So that's the way the model works.
Right. And is there any particular strategy regarding how you are going to target this product? Because frankly, I've never seen somebody use VAS, and I don't think that VAS is something you would probably aim at people in the urban market. So
see, in urban markets, people who are who are watching internet, guys who are on the data space, who are already consuming the content on video, etc., are obviously not going to be using that aggressively. But a large chunk of this market, and probably nearly 65% of the customer base, don't use data at all. 80% probably don't use data aggressively. 65% don't use it at all, and there are only 20-25% of the market who's using data in any fashion, in any reasonable fashion. So 80% of the people are not using it, so they have no option but to use that service. If they want to watch content of their own choice at their own time. See, what this is allowing, a bit like where you watch it, when you want it, what you want it. And unlike in the case of radio or say television, you have to watch what they're showing you. Here you decide at whatever time of the day you want to watch it, you watch it or hear it in this case. So for example, we have products like AIRCEL radio as well, or music on demand, which also do phenomenally well, where customers are able to watch or listen to music when they want and what songs they want, etc. So there is a large chunk of the market who is not getting there. India is not one big homogeneous group. There are various cuts to this market.
and what about?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So you said 8% of your top line comes from VAS.
Yeah.
Is there any particular target number that you have because you did say earlier that you're looking at launching more products in this space. So do you have any kind of target as to 10% or 12% that you're looking at in another 2 years or so?
We believe that over a period of time, the kind of VAS services which are being sold will also change. So for example, there are certain kinds of VAS services which may diminish, but different ones will come up. But for a telco as an overall business, the market of VAS would remain in the range of 8 to 10%. Yeah, but the kind of services which we use will change. So unless you constantly keep innovating and adding something new, your business contribution will drop, because that's what's happening. People are using a different kind of service today than they were using in the past. You have lots of services which are changing in the way they're being used in places. Now, for example, you have lots of services are moving online. Earlier, they used to be running through the traditional IVR or the voice SMS-based platform. News used to be watched through a news subscription service, or cricket alerts used to happen through SMSs. Now they happen through video services. So the way to which the customers are consuming the content is changing, but people are still consuming the content.
What about
Yeah.
what about your merger with ARCOM? I mean, is that?
I have nothing to talk about that.
No, is that-
Let's focus on the product and launch. I can't talk about that.
We can have the demo.
Yeah, let's have the demo.
So it's a
We'll come back to your question, but that's a question I can't talk at this stage.
This is a subscription based product, and once you subscribe you can listen to the stories. The first genre obviously is the Krishna Avatar stories. More are in adding, which is horror and thriller. So we'll just give you a product demo.
Good afternoon. आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है विक्रम भट्ट स्टोरीज यानी कि मेरी कहानियों की दुनिया में। मैं विक्रम भट्ट आपका एक बार फिर स्वागत करता हूँ विक्रम भट्ट स्टोरीज पोर्टल में। तो इस बार क्या सुनना चाहते हैं? मेरी हर एक कहानी आपके निराश पलों में भर देगी रोमांच, जिज्ञासा और छू जाएगी आपके दिल को। तो बस अब चुने और सुने भगवान कृष्ण के अलग अलग अध्याय। विक्रम भट्ट स्टोरीज में जाने के लिए एक सवाल और एपिसोड 1 के लिए एक सवाल, स्टोरी 1 सुनने के लिए एक सवाल।
Need a mic.
माइक क्या है वॉल्यूम बढ़ाओ
इसका है नहीं कोई.
ये स्पीकर
ये तो
दिस इज फॉर टीवी ना
Do you have a
can
speaker
log in
system
from-
somewhere?
You can log in from any phone or you have
We can log in from any phone.
Do you have a
Any
speaker?
phone.
Yeah, it's a good phone, speaker.
Or get in.
I'll
Do you have additional outside external
No.
speakers in your
External
office?
speaker we have that's not the standalone speaker. The overall speaker.
अच्छा office speaker.
No standalone.
you need some speakers too.
Can you see? I don't know. We have.
And I mean, this is
No.
voice. No.
No.
But ET ran yesterday a story saying that AIRCEL was one of the worst in terms.
This will not affect anything of that sort.
Okay. So are you taking? But you have significant number of call drops. You admit that.
And the numbers are there. I'm not talking about congestion at this stage. I'm not getting into that discussion at this stage. That will be handled because I don't have the exact numbers to talk about that. I'm not handling the network, so I'm not able to answer those questions. But this does not affect the network congestion in any fashion.
So going forward, what do you say the alternate to the VAS services when large number of contents are going online?
Correct. So the medium of delivery is changing. Earlier, the medium of delivery was through a voice or through an SMS. Now that's happening through the video services. So the kind of content people are consuming in terms of the delivery systems is moving forward. So you'll get, earlier you could use a USSD based VAS service or an IVR based VAS service. Now you do it largely through an online based VAS service. So that's getting easier to do. So that's what's kind of changing, and even the kind of content people are consuming will also change depending on what's made available. It's becoming more video than text. And therefore allows you to reach a lot more people. Earlier, because it was text heavy, it had a limited reach. Now with video being there, it can reach to a large number of people.
So you'll be capitalizing more on the video content part?
Yes. Gradually video will become the larger and larger form of consumption, like it's become in the case in media as well. I mean, television is by far the biggest form of reach compared to a press or a radio. So same thing will happen through a mobile system as well. There's no difference.
So this is just another endeavor that you're starting simultaneously. You're working on your data offerings. Because as I understand, several telecom companies are now coming out with their own content for data.
Yes.
Increased data consumption.
Yes.
Is AIRCEL doing something?
We are working on that with certain partners. We are working on that as well. But as you say, India is not one. There are certain kinds of customers who are data users, heavy users. They will probably go into that space. There's a large chunk of people who are not using data even now, and probably the next 3 to 4 years they may not be using. For those customers, you need to have as well services available for them to use.
You did say 65% of the customer base, presumably your customer base does not.
That's not just mine. That's industry customer base as well. Yes.
Any particular geography or something that you can help me with?
Where?
Where you see, because as I understand, in the urban areas, majority of us use.
No. No.
So any numbers that you could share with me?
I mean, it's in the urban areas it would be 40 to 45%. Nationally, it's 35%. In urban areas, it would be 45%. What would Bombay City would be how much?
Bombay would be around 45.
45%. Bombay is 45-50%.
Because of metro.
Yeah.
And more penetration.
Correct. So that's the highest in that space. So half the country does not use data. That's a certainty. And that's never used data. So the number of people who are regularly using data is even smaller.
Yeah.
That's only 20-25%.
So the numbers that you're giving me are those who use data but
Not frequently.
What about your expansion of your 4G network? I mean, are you looking to expand your 4G network?
We don't have a 4G network right now, so there's no expansion
Oh, you
possible.
had a...
No, no, we are working with there's at this point of time there is no 4G we have at this stage. We are working on through with solutions on to see how we get there at a point of time. But at this point of time, we don't have 4G offerings.
You did, or something?
No, we don't have 4G offerings, right?
Okay.
We had a 4G spectrum,
Yeah.
which we sold off to Airtel a while ago. Broadband spectrum was sold off. We are working on other options to get the services, but as of now, we don't have it.
So you offer up to 3G, right?
Yes, we offer 3G.
How many of your customers are on 3G?
How many of our customers are on 3G? Roughly, I would say about 15%.
So, but aren't you losing out on some sort of while your competitors are all trying to get into the 4G space and you're still not there, aren't you losing out on a customer base?
There
Especially
is
with Jio now in the
there
country.
is 4G is still 8%. Of course, we will get to 4G eventually. How we get there, we have to work a solution out for ourselves. But 92% of the market is non-4G even today. So it's important for us to focus on what we have rather than what we don't have. Yes, we will get to 4G eventually. We'll find a solution. But there's still enough play left in the 92% of the market where we can still play aggressively.
No,
Any
4G
year
has to
you're
still become
targeting
4G as yet.
Pardon?
4G is still not 4G as
4G
yet.
is still not
Yeah,
yet.
4G is still not.
Yeah.
But any year you're targeting, you said eventually, but any year you're targeting
Maybe we probably by the end of this year.
by the end of 2017, you would like to get into the 4G space.
Yeah,
But how would you, if you sold the spectrum that...
we're working on our options.
So that would be...
No,
I mean, would you be working with Jio on that?
we're working on solutions. We are working on options, access to how we're going to get that going.
Will you merger with Reliance?
Sorry,
Will you merge with
we are not. I'm not in a position to answer any merger question, unfortunately.
So would you like to talk about the express stores now?
Sorry,
Would you like to talk about the express stores?
express stores.
Yeah, your express stores. You had a plan of increasing to 2,000.
Express stores.
Your AIRCEL stores.
AIRCEL stores. The 4 stores. Which of one?
110
110 Mumbai.
in Mumbai.
110 in Mumbai at this stage.
110. Yeah. Throughout the country.
We are getting close to that number of 2,000. We're working towards getting there. I don't know how many we've reached right now. I don't have the number offhand, but we are working in that direction. I think what a suggestion is that can we keep the conversation to this product right now since we have people here? We'll discuss other things separately.
Make it louder.
Full karo.
He's answering the question, that's
विक्रम
why.
भट्ट स्टोरीज
No, no.
पोर्टल में तो इस बार क्या सुनना चाहते हैं आप? नहीं, हर एक कहानी आपके निराश पलों में भर देगी रोमांच, जिज्ञासा और छू जाएगी आपके दिल को. तो बस अब चुने और सुने भगवान कृष्ण के अलग अलग अध्याय.
विक्रम भट्ट स्टोरीज में जाने के लिए एक दवा है. जहाँ से आपने छोड़ा था वहीं से कहानी शुरू करने के लिए एक दवा है. स्टोरी मेन्यू में वापस जाने के लिए
We have an option to start the story
इसी
from
तरह
where it
की
was left.
सहायता के लिए एपिसोड 1 के लिए एक दवा है. एपिसोड 6 स्टोरी 1 सुनने के लिए एक दवा है.
कृष्णावतार प्रकरण 1 भाग 1. आप सबने उसके बारे में सुना, उसके जन्म का उत्सव, उसके जीवन का उत्सव मनाया. सबने उत्सव मनाया उसके प्यार का और उसकी प्रतिज्ञा का, उसकी बहादुरी का, उसके छल का और उसके अनोखे तरीकों का. हमने सदियों से उसकी आराधना, उसी के लिए हुई गीता का सदियों से उच्चारण किया है. अनगिनत मंदिर बनाए उसके नाम और उसकी रासलीला में भक्त होकर नाचे. कृष्ण 5100.
Any more questions, sir?
So why you chosen Airtel to tell the
AIRCEL, you know.
AIRCEL, not other telecom.
They chose me.
Okay.
Very simple.
Any specific reason you choose?
No, I think it's a different product out there in the market, and there is a need for people to hear stories, and specifically audio levels, because there is a large customer base we have in our profile, who are uh, who are coming in from their rural markets, sitting in their urban cities, working, have a feature phone, have nothing to do at home. They watch music on demand, but this can be another form of entertainment for them. So we thought this is worth giving it a shot and see how it goes.
I think Mr. Vikram Bhatt, in all of your projects, the movies, the kind of shows you have made, horror, thrill, everything has been your part. But what was the main reason behind this project, like Kahani, Aapki Zubani? Although your voice is absolutely great.
Thank you.
No doubt.
I think redemption. For all the horror I have done, I'm finally telling the story of God for a change, and let people see that I'm not all ghost stories, but some God stories as well.
So thinking to make a movie also in this particular God.
If AIRCEL finances me, of course.
Okay.
Or is it like a bit of transformation? In
But it's not that. I think entertainment industry is on a curve, and entertainment can't just be cinema. If you're an entertainer, you should, we dabble in television, we dabble on digital. There's all kinds of stuff available. Look, we are storytellers, and our need is to tell stories. Every day we want to catch hold of someone and tell stories. If nobody is willing to listen, we'll catch hold of our driver and tell him a story. But we have to tell a story. We are storyteller addicts. And for us, we have a fabulous platform like AIRCEL, which offers you as a storyteller to tell stories. And then there is a listener out there somewhere who wants to hear the stories. So I think it's fabulous synergy.
Is this something connected to your upcoming
Projects.
project, something in your mind, like, is it?
Oh, you mean is this a stepping stone to another project?
Yeah.
I hope it is.
And in terms of narrative, sir, the stories that we heard, I mean, is it all the same? Is it all just one constant narrative, or is it dramatized also with the multiple actors, voice actors?
No, because then that is not storytelling. That's drama. And I think radio does a lot of that. You have a lot of radio plays, and the point is not to tell a radio play, but to tell a story, like grandfathers and grandmothers used to tell stories. So the whole point is to have a storytelling.
So you're also going to say a horror story in this or no?
Now you can't stop me from doing that.
So don't you think the larger consumer will identically go for the horror story?
More than Krishna stories?
More than Krishna's?
You are going to be up for a lot of beating up if you're going to tell people that there are less takers for Krishna and more takers for horror. No, I think, look, I mean, it's on the face of it, you might feel that a horror story is something that will attract more viewers, but when you listen to the story of Krishna, and when you listen to it more and more, it grabs you for what it's worth. So I think there are enough. Look, horror has a very loyal audience, but a very niche audience. Everybody doesn't like horror, but the people who like horror swear by horror. But as far as Krishna's story goes, everybody likes it. The kids and older people and middle-aged people. Everybody wants to listen to it.
And not only horror, there will be thrillers, there will be family dramas, lot of stories. He is a bank of stories.
Yeah.
How many episodes will be creating?
Of this? Well, I was really scared when he was talking that every 6 months we see if the stories are working or not, and then. So I want to pass the 6 months first, and then we'll see. See, it's Krishna is the one who actually created the war of Kurukshetra. Nobody knows this, but he wanted to bring India under one ruler, and he manipulated it so that it can happen. He is the biggest, what we call the Purna Purushottam. He's the complete man. there is no real end to the story of Krishna, and you can bring it to a very quick end if you want to. But the point is that one is trying to talk about Krishna like nobody has ever spoken to about it before.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Save the video. And everyone for the reflections and the
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
I mean, wouldn't the media be coming to it like now?
Can't talk about it. Just I don't know. Can't talk. I can't share with you. But of course, margins are under pressure for many operators.
देखिए मैं
But you have to play the long game.
तो
You can't
कहानियाँ बुनने वाला आदमी हूँ, I'm a storyteller.
take a while before. Kind of.
जब भी लिखना हुआ तो लिख के कहानी बोली बताई, या कभी फिल्में बना के बताई, या तो जब मैं कहानियाँ लिखता था तो ये मेरे दोस्त हैं भूपेश शर्मा जी, जो मैं कहूँगा कि ये जो सारा हो रहा है ये इनकी बदौलत है, क्योंकि जो मैं कहानियाँ लिखता था उनको ये पढ़ते थे, उन्होंने कहा कि ये ऐसे ही आप कहानियाँ लिखते हैं, लोगों तक पहुँचानी चाहिए। सो आई सेड कैसे पहुँचाएंगे लोगों तक? तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं पहुँचाता हूँ, ये तो काम करते ही हैं एयरसेल के साथ, इनका एस्ट्रो बडी जो ऐप है, और जो उनकी जो प्रेडिक्शंस हैं वो एयरसेल के थ्रू जाती हैं हमारे, तो उनके ज़रिए ये कहानियाँ बताने का एक हमने प्रयास किया है। और यही नहीं कि कृष्ण की कहानी है, भगवान कृष्ण की कहानी, और भी कहानियाँ हैं, हॉरर कहानियाँ हैं, थ्रिलर्स हैं, लव स्टोरीज़ हैं, एक पूरा एक जैसे कहते हैं कहानी का एक बुके है जो हम पेश करना चाहते हैं सुनने वालों को। हमारा मानना ये है कि अगर लोग गाने सुनते हैं, अगर चुटकुले सुनते हैं, तो कहानियाँ क्यों नहीं सुनेंगे? क्योंकि लोगों को कहानियाँ सुनना बहुत पसंद है। हमको अगर कहानियाँ सुनना पसंद है, लोगों को क्यों पसंद ना हो? हमारा ये मानना है, और इसी हमारी जो मानता है उस पर हमने ये काम किया।
सर कितना इजी और कितना चैलेंजिंग मानते हैं आप फ़ोन पर इस तरीके की ऑडियंस बनाना, एक लोगों को दर्शक बनाना?
देखिए मेरे लिए तो बड़ा आसान काम है, क्योंकि मुझे कहानी बोलना है। जो मुश्किल काम है ये इनका है,
मेरा भी नहीं,
उनका है जो चले गए यहाँ से, तो लोगों तक पहुँचाना उनको है। मैं जिस बात को ज़्यादा समझता नहीं वहाँ पे ज़्यादा बोलता नहीं। टेलीकॉम में कैसे चीज़ें लोगों तक पहुँचती है, कैसे सब्सक्रिप्शन होता है, वैस का क्या होता है, ये सारा डिटेल मैं जानता नहीं हूँ। मैं जानता हूँ लोग पैसे देते हैं, ये सुनते हैं, और मैं कहानियाँ बोलने वाला आदमी हूँ। कहानियों के बारे में आप मुझसे पूछेंगे तो मैं घंटों पर बात कर सकता हूँ आपसे। रेडियो नहीं, टेलीकॉम। See, unfortunately in our country, very few control the likings of too many. Bombay and Delhi decide what films should be made for the rest of India, which I think is becoming a very sad trend, because at one time we used to make films for Bihar also, for UP also, for Madhya Pradesh also, for Rajasthan. But right now, अगर आपके बॉम्बे और दिल्ली की मल्टीप्लेक्स में पिक्चरें नहीं चलती तो कहते हैं नहीं चली। एक इंडिया वहाँ पे है जो कहानियाँ सुनना चाह रहा है, जो वैस प्रोडक्ट्स को सब्सक्राइब करता है, जो कृष्ण की कहानी सुनना चाह रहा है, और हम समझते हैं कि क्योंकि हम उनमें से नहीं हैं तो वो भी नहीं है। लेकिन हमसे कई गुना ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन वो है जो वैस प्रोडक्ट्स डाउनलोड करता है, और उनके लिए कहानियाँ क्यों नहीं? क्यों उनके लिए ही कहानियाँ जो हमारे सामने दिखते हैं और जो शायद हमारी कदर भी नहीं करते।
और सर क्या डिटेलिंग करनी पड़ी आपको, जिस तरीके से टेलीफोन पे कहानी
क्या करनी पड़ी?
क्या डिटेलिंग करनी पड़ी सर आपको?
ये डिटेलिंग का जहाँ तक सवाल है, ये तो कृष्ण भगवान की कहानी है, तो उस पर
मतलब एक कहानी की स्टोरी टेलिंग के लिए बताने के लिए, जैसे कि मैं देखा कि काफ़ी अप्स एंड काफ़ी डाउन्स हैं, तो क्या क्या मतलब वॉइस ओवर के लिए कि लोग किस तरीके से उससे कनेक्ट कर सकें?
देखिए जो स्टोरी लिखता है ना, उससे ज़्यादा स्टोरी अच्छा टेलर कोई नहीं होता, वो फीलिंग के साथ करता है। तो इन्होंने लिखी है तो ये फील करके बोलता है। तो उसका इम्पैक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, इसीलिए वो ड्रामा से ज़्यादा बेटर लगता है, खुद ही बोल रहे हैं, उसका इम्पैक्ट ज़्यादा आता है।
Sir, you also going to say the story of the Bollywood actors in this? You're thinking to
जर्नलिस्ट नहीं है बॉस।
ऐसे ही है कुछ।
नहीं, मैं आपके लिए कह रहा हूँ, आप जर्नलिस्ट
नहीं, इसको मसाला चाहिए कुछ आज, कुछ ना कुछ कंट्रोवर्सी ये करे विक्रम भट्ट, तो क्या है, मेरा न्यूज़ साइकिल पे चले 1-2 घंटा ये। तो बॉलीवुड वालों की कहानियाँ तो अब इतनी छपती हैं,
झूठी सच्ची सारी।
हाँ सारी, कि मैं अब क्या बताऊँ। पहले तो मुझे अपनी कहानी से ही शुरू करना पड़ेगा। और
अगर एक कोई हो, आप किसकी कहानी बताना चाहेंगे?
इंटरेस्टिंग।
मुझे किसी बॉलीवुड स्टार में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, ज़रा सा भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, बिल्कुल इंटरेस्ट नहीं है उनकी कहानी में। लोगों को है, मगर लोगों तक ये कहानियाँ पहुँचाने के बड़े माध्यम अब हैं। मुझे इंटरेस्ट हैं अपनी कहानियों में, मुझे इंटरेस्ट है अलग अलग कहानियों में, और मैं बॉलीवुड फिल्में बनाता हूँ, बॉलीवुड डायरेक्टर हूँ, लेकिन मैं और भी बहुत कुछ हूँ। मैं लेखक हूँ, मैं एक कहानीकार हूँ, मैं एक थिंकिंग जैसे कहते हैं ह्यूमन बीइंग हूँ। सिर्फ एक डायरेक्टर हूँ तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि मेरा दायरा बस वही है कि बॉलीवुड की बातें करते रहो और बॉलीवुड के बाहर मत जाओ, क्योंकि बॉलीवुड के बाहर आपको कुछ आता नहीं, ऐसा होता नहीं है।
You are also coming with a 2 web series. Can you please tell us?
This is for this product.
सर 31st के दिन महिलाओं के साथ बदसलूकी किया गया बैंगलोर सिटी में, तो आप कैसे देखते हैं ऐसा?
उसका और मेरी कहानी का क्या लेना देना भैया?
सर
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, मेरा कोई हाथ नहीं है उसमें। मैं बॉम्बे में था, मैं बीमार था और मैं सो गया था 11:15 बजे।
बाल बच गया।
बाल बच गया।
Sir, did you see the movie Dangal?
No,
Not yet.
मैं देखूंगा लेकिन ज़रूर। मेरे दोस्त आमिर खान की पिक्चर है।
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.